Hello. In this video, we will discuss about energy levels and extrinsic materials. In the previous video, we seen the atomic structure of silicon and the atomic structure of germanium and gallium arsenide. From the atomic structure, we got to know that the silicon and germanium has 4 valence electrons in the outermost shell, and these 4 valence electrons are responsible for covalent bonding with the other silicon atoms to form the crystalline structure. Now, with respect to energy levels, since silicon is most widely used in electronic industry, we will discuss the energy levels and extrinsic materials with respect to the silicon atom. Okay. Now, what is this energy levels? First one is energy levels. We will discuss about energy levels. Energy levels is also called as electron shells. That is, if we take the nucleus of silicon atom, the orbits around the nucleus is called as energy levels, and energy levels are at the fixed distance from the nucleus of an atom where electrons may be found. Now, within the atomic structure of each and every isolated atom, there are specific energy levels associated with each shell and orbiting electrons. The energy levels associated with each shell will be different for every electron. However, in general, the farther an electron is from the nucleus, the higher is the energy state, and any electron that has left its parent atom has a higher energy state than any electron in the atomic structure. Now we will represent this isolated atom structure in discrete form or discrete level. We know that as the electron move away from the nucleus, the energy associated with that electron will be increased. So if we consider this as a nucleus place, if the atom move away from the nucleus, the energy will be increased. As we seen, the outermost orbit of an atom will be an valence shell. So, if the last level for the energy level will be valence level or outermost shell, and the subsequent next innermost shell will be the second level, and next orbit or shell will be third level. Here we observe that there is a gap between valence level and second level and third level, and it will be extended up to this nucleus. So this is the energy gap. Here we will be moving away from the nucleus. That means electron is moving away from the nucleus. This energy gap is also called as forbidden gap. Now we will discuss the discrete levels in isolated atomic structure for insulator, semiconductors and conductors. In case of insulator, the valence band and conduction band will have the larger energy gap, so that the electron cannot travel from valence band to electron band. The energy gap between the valence band and conduction band for insulator will be greater than 6 electron volts. That will be approximately 6 electron volts. But in case of semiconductors, the valence band and conduction band, the energy gap will be only 1 electron volt, so that with the less application of energy, the electrons from the valence band can move towards the conduction band, and where in case of conductor, the valence band and conduction band will be overlapped, so that there is no need of applying extra energy to move the electron from valence band to the conduction band. Now, the unit of measurement for energy gap is electron volt or EV, that is electron volt.